Why men don't approach single women anymore. Some are still wondering why. There's undoubtedly a connection between having been injured in a past relationship and the issue, but men's fear of rejection is a key factor. You are aware that girls are capable of being really cruel when they reject a guy. Most guys are brought up to be gentlemen, and they're taught how to behave properly. I also enjoy opening doors for others, whether they may be a woman or not, helping out when I can, etc. However, in my experience, the majority of women are not worth the trouble of approaching. Yes, they may be exceptionally kind, prosperous, outgoing, etc., but this is not the problem. It is somewhat deeper. Hello and welcome. In today's video, we'll talk about why men don't approach single women anymore. So let's get straight into the video. Guys who want to flirt with girls are giving them so much attention that they feel like they have the right to be rude. Many men view this as a serious ego hurt. It's like getting smacked in the face. Most guys don't like the feeling, so they move away to avoid being rejected. Because most girls will often just tell you to leave her alone, usually at bars, or act uninterested, most guys are shy or unable to approach a random girl and start a conversation. Perhaps a guy is frightened by the woman when she initiates a conversation, or he may just be hesitant and unsure of what to say. Girls then talk a lot and are outgoing, tend to intimidate shy guys. The majority of men no longer approach women for a variety of reasons, including, even if you appear regular and not creepy, unless you're an exceptionally cocky and swaggering extrovert, you have a dread of getting creep-shamed. It is entirely related to attractiveness. The likelihood of you being humiliated and subjected to creep-shaming increases significantly if she's not attracted to you and is in general, a terrible person. Some women are very harsh when rejecting males because it gives them some sort of sadistic pleasure. Fear of rejection. Similar to the first point, the fear of rejection is greater among socially uncomfortable and insecure men. Some guys have been rejected in incredibly cruel ways, as I said above, which preludes them from approaching women. Fear of being accused of molestation. This may sound irrational, but some guys are quite cautious when approaching women as a result of the rise in reported bogus molestation instances. Women have a great deal of influence, and they can easily abuse the unfair rules in India. Some women are hard to get by playing mind tricks. Our brains have been accustomed to the adage, no means no, so he goes on when a woman declines his advances. Men become wary of women's garbage because of this endless circle. When they are played for the millionth time, males often think, no, not this again. The women seem unapproachable. Perhaps she's using her laptop, drinking coffee while reading a book, or wearing earbuds, all of which suggests that she doesn't want to be disturbed. Men thus leave her alone. Dating applications. Dating apps greatly simplify the process. There isn't the hassle of constantly approaching ladies and getting rejected. And it's very obvious that you're there to date if you use dating apps. You don't interact with others socially. Well, it's crucial to give guys a chance to catch you alone and might not always be sufficient. Some guys could find you less attractive if you're sitting alone with your drink further back in the establishment, away from the crowd, and just taking it all in. You can be perceived by others as an odd visitor who shouldn't be bothered. Additionally, someone might assume that you're already waiting for someone, in which case they won't even attempt to approach you. They prefer to talk to people who are currently interacting with one another and seem enthusiastic and animated. The purpose of leaving a function is to socialize. You can't always wait for someone to approach you. Your actions indicate a desire to depart. Perhaps you haven't had a very exciting night. You sulk in the corner because no guys offered you a drink or whisked you away. You scan your surroundings with groggy eyes and no interest in anything you see. While you wait for your buddies to return from who knows where, you take out your phone and put your head on one of your hands. If you begin to appear bored, you aren't exactly leaving a lasting impression on the remaining males. This has the drawback of being self-sustaining. The later it gets in the night, the more bored you appear and the fewer males approach you. Because women all across the world are ready to judge guys these days, a man is referred to as too polite and boring if he's kind and respectful, receives a buddy zone. If a guy texts a woman every day to show that he cares, he's viewed as needy, desperate, or has nothing exciting to do with his life. If he smokes, drinks, and parties till the wee hours of the morning, women rarely bother to respond. A man is perceived as being uninterested in a lady if he doesn't text her. I'll find another person, because British women were appreciative, courteous, ladylike, feminine, sweet, and supportive of those gentlemen in the good old days of a British gentleman. They were approached for that reason. They were valuable. Men will only approach women who understand the value of a man and the context of what relationships generally entail. That's all. But fast forward and take a look at today's ladies of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, and OnlyFans. Need I say more? Men currently have less power than women overall. I'm aware that there are still certain places where this isn't the case, but generally speaking, it is. Don't fool yourself, ladies. Women are sometimes able to completely ignore your approach, absolutely disregard you. Even when you hold a door open for them, they ignore you. How disrespectful. It's not worth the blow to your ego, presumably because you might receive a lot of irritating guys coming on to them. Without any proof, women might accuse you of rape and ruin your life. You may simply refer to you as a creep or pervert. Whether or not it's accurate, the harm will still be done. I am aware that many women today are subjected to fear-mongering. Many women today have the peculiar air of entitlement that makes you nearly ask for a chance. Your scent smells like everyone else's, lady. I should note that not all women are like this, but many single women I know ask themselves, why can't I meet a guy? Well, what are you offering for a relationship, I ask. You claim that since you own your own home, car, and job, you don't need a man. Well, then how does a man fit into this? Personally, I would put out one more effort if I felt like a lady saw me as a team member rather than merely a bolt-on to their life. Now, before we move ahead, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more informative and fun videos for you. Your little contribution means a lot to us. Nowadays, it looks like boys want to be in relationships, have girlfriends, or even be monogamous. They appear to only want to be friends with numerous girls as they can have sexual relations with them. Is this the current standard? Are ladies like me who aspire to a romantic relationship a waste of time? I'm among those who desire to remain unmarried. Actually, love is a thing of the past. Don't get me wrong, I want a relationship with a respectable woman who is open to getting to know me as a person and not just as a potential cash cow. However, it doesn't exist, since the kind of women that guys are looking for are either impossible to find or impossible to hunt for. Since I've been single for 3 years, I've come to realize that my ex-girlfriend lied when she said she wanted to end the relationship so she could concentrate on herself. 3 hours after the breakup, however, she began texting me pictures and selfies with her new boyfriend, proving that, well, she was lying. So what are your thoughts about why men don't approach single women anymore? Tell us in the comments section below. And if you guys like this video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos, then make sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you're notified the next time we upload a video on the latest. Thanks for watching.